Have you seen one of those EQ Bank ads lately?
EQ Bank is here to help you make bank.
And are you wondering if this bank is right for you or not? The reason I didn't think twice about opening an EQ Bank account was that first of all, there are no monthly fees, you know, that $12 or $16 charge my other bank hits me whenever I go below balance. And second, no Interact e-transfer fees, that $1 or $2 my other bank charges me as well once I go over a certain number of transfers, which just sucks. And not to mention that I can bank completely through my app and never need to queue at a branch again. So today I'll do a quick review of EQ Bank and show you how you can get 3% interest right in your regular checking account. And if at any point in the video you think that EQ Bank is right for you, you can sign up using my affiliate link in the descriptions below. Note that I may get a small commission if you open an account. When I first heard about EQ Bank, I wanted to know, is this bank legit? So I found out that EQ Bank was launched in 2016, but it's actually the digital arm of Equitable Bank that was founded back in 1970. EQ Bank is headquartered in Toronto and is Canada's first digital bank. It even made Forbes' Best Digital Banks Award in 2025, the 5th time in a row already. So, is your money safe there? I know that some people worry about digital banks. No branches, no tellers, so is my money really safe? The good news is that with EQ Bank, your money is protected just like it would be at any other bank in Canada. EQ Bank, which operates under Equitable Bank, is a federally regulated bank, so it is also a member of the CDIC or the Canada Deposit Insurance Corporation. And deposits you make under EQ Bank are eligible for CDIC protection up to $100,000 per insured category per depositor. Now, what accounts can you actually open with EQ Bank? There are both personal and business accounts, but today we'll stick to personal accounts in this video. Now, EQ Bank has what they call a personal account, and this is basically an account that works like a checking account, but earns anywhere from 1 to 3% interest. So instead of having a checking, a savings account, and a HISA account, you can just open this one personal account, which makes things simple. Great thing also that you can open multiple accounts for different saving purposes. And you can also open a joint account if you want to manage expenses with someone else, like your spouse. For either account, you'll earn 1% interest for starters. In terms of registered accounts, EQ Bank has the TFSA, RSP, and the FHSA. Note that while it's called RSP here, it functions the same as an RRSP. So in case this is all new to you, note that you can save and or defer taxes by investing in these registered accounts. So as a general rule, always maximize the benefits of these accounts first. Also, if you're planning to buy your first home in Canada, opening an FHSA is a great idea. You can join me in this video later if you want to know more about these different accounts. And guys, in case you want to stack some US dollars, you can also open a US dollar account right here at EQ Bank. Since EQ Bank is an everyday bank and not an investment app, it has very few products. But these are all that you need for a basic banking account. You can open a GIC if you want a bit higher interest. Of course, you can do this completely through the app. If right now I click on View GIC Rates, it shows me that EQ Bank's GIC offers up to 3.45% at the moment of making this video. EQ Bank actually has one of the highest, if not the highest GIC rates in the market. With most traditional banks, you need to invest at least $1,000, sometimes even $5,000. But with EQ Bank, you can open a GIC with as little as $100. Watch this video for more information on how GICs work. Okay, one last product relevant for home buyers. EQ Bank also offers mortgages for which you can apply here directly on their app as well. So no, there are no stocks or ETFs on EQ Bank. For stock investing, I use another app that I think is the best investment app in Canada for beginners, and that is Wealthsimple. Tell me in the comments, guys, are you already an investor or just starting to look into it? Similar to EQ Bank, there are no monthly fees, minimums, and there are no trading fees on Wealthsimple. I love it because the interface is just so clean and super easy to use, and you can even get a $25 bonus if you open an account with Wealthsimple using my affiliate link in the descriptions below. So continuing with EQ Bank, there's one more account type called the Notice Savings account, but I'll talk about that later after I tell you about how to get the 3% interest in your personal account. I'm pretty sure only EQ Bank has this awesome offer. At the moment, you can get 3% interest in your personal account just by depositing your payroll into EQ Bank. The difference between getting 0.5% and 3% is quite significant. At a balance of $25,000, 0.5% in interest would get you only $125 interest per year, while 3% would get you $750, which is 6 times as much. So the more money you have lying around, if I dare say, the more it pays to switch to EQ Bank or open another account with them. And here's how it works. You can start earning 3% in a few simple steps. First, open an account with EQ Bank. This can be either a personal or a joint account. And you can easily do that by using my affiliate link in the description down below, which will get you to the sign up page. Signing up only takes minutes and you can do everything completely online. Next, you just need to direct deposit a minimum of $2,000 in payroll deposits each month to your account. Note that apart from payroll deposits, there are actually other recurring deposits that qualify, like pension payments and so on. In the app under TNCs, you can see the full list. Awesome thing here is you do not need to keep a minimum balance. So guys, as far as I know, there is no other bank that lets you earn such a high interest without maintaining any balance. Most GICs don't even pay that much. To set up that direct deposit in the app, you just click on this notice that says get 3%, then click on get my direct deposit info. There you can download your void check. Give that to your employer so they will start paying your salary into your new account. Easy. And once that's done, you'll start earning that 3% interest within the first 2 weeks of the month following your first qualifying transaction. Note guys that as with all checking or savings account, the interest can change from time to time, of course. So depending on the policy of the Bank of Canada, which influences all other rates, if and when interests get lowered, EQ Bank's interest may also decrease. And this is also where the main difference between HISA's high interest savings accounts like this one and GICs lie. When you invest in a GIC, a guaranteed investment certificate, as the name implies, you are guaranteed a certain interest for an agreed upon time, for example, 1 year. So regardless of what happens to the BOC or any other rate, you will keep that rate. On the flip side, with a GIC, your funds are locked for that time. Whereas with a personal account like EQ Bank's or any other high interest savings account, your money is not locked and you can access it at any time. As it says here, are there any holds? Answer, no, your funds are available as soon as they're deposited, meaning that once your payroll is deposited, you are free to use the money. Of course, the interest will be calculated and adjusted based on whatever balance you have. Now, in case you don't want to deposit your payroll for some reason, there's another way you can earn relatively high interest for a checking account, and that's by opening a notice savings account with EQ Bank. Here you can get either 2.6% or 2.75% interest at the moment, and there are no fees and no minimum deposits needed either. So say you put $10,000 in your notice savings account. If you opt for a 2.6% interest rate, that means that it will take 10 days to withdraw your money. As long as you don't withdraw your money, you'll earn interest on it. This is just a general calculation. Say you leave $10,000 in your account for 6 months. Then you'll earn roughly 2.6 divided by 100, 2.6% times $10,000 times 6 months divided by 12 months equals $130 approximately for that time. Say on the day after those 6 months, you suddenly want to withdraw the money, it will take you 10 days to get the money. The great thing about this is that you don't need to commit in advance how much money you want to deposit and how long you want to keep it there. You have full flexibility over your money, and you don't even need to deposit your payroll. The only caveat is that it will take some time until you can access the money. So if you have some money that you're not sure what to do with at the moment, you'll benefit from earning that 2.6% at the moment instead of just putting it in your current bank's checking account, which is likely to earn you close to 0%. Now next, let's talk about transfers, fees, and other features. You can transfer money from EQ Bank via Interac under this transfer button here, and there are no fees. Here are the standard transfer limits, which are pretty high compared to other banks. You can also make international transfers via Wise because they've integrated Wise, which is an international transfer app, into the EQ Bank itself. So in case you need to send money overseas, you can do it directly in the app. I've personally used Wise many times. It's much cheaper than sending money via a traditional bank, and I also have a link in the descriptions below in case you want to check it out. And of course, if you get paid with checks, you can also deposit your check through the EQ Bank app by taking a photo of it. Also, you can pay bills through the EQ Bank app, so that's covered. Now, what about a card? EQ Bank has an EQ Bank card, and here's mine. So this card is quite unique. It's not a traditional debit card. Rather, it's a prepaid reloadable card. So let me explain. Once you load this card with money, you can use it like an ATM. Withdraw money and make purchases in store and online. It's a MasterCard, so you can use it anywhere that MasterCard prepaid is accepted. So here's what's great. You can use the card both in Canada and internationally. When you use it in Canada to withdraw cash from an ATM, EQ Bank will reimburse you all ATM fees that you are charged to in Canada. In case you don't know, your bank doesn't charge ATM fees if you withdraw money using their card at their ATM, but once you use that card at another bank's ATM, fees can be anywhere from $1 to $5 per withdrawal. So it's really great to know that you can use this EQ Bank's card at any bank in Canada without having to worry about fees. And also you can spend up to $10,000 per day with it. One more thing, you'll get 0.5% cashback on whatever you spend using this card. I know that's not much at all, but most ATM or debit cards don't pay any cashback at all, unlike credit cards, so it's better than nothing. Note also that when you travel abroad, there are no foreign exchange fees, which makes it perfect for traveling. There are no monthly fees, foreign transaction fees, or any other fees. What's unique is that it's unlike a credit card where you run the risk of racking up debt or paying interest, and that makes it really suitable for those of you who want to really stay on budget because the card will not allow you to spend more than what you've loaded on the card. At the same time, this might be a drawback for some because the card won't let you spend more than what you've loaded, so it does require a bit of planning. What I specifically like about EQ Bank is their app's user interface. It's really clean and uncluttered, so it's easy to get daily banking done. It just has a really neat interface. Income tax season, you'll find all of your documents here. Bank account statements, payments, and tax documents. But best of all about EQ Bank, I think, is the best in the market interest rates that you get so easily. So guys, what do you think about EQ Bank so far? I opened my account with EQ Bank about 6 months ago, but I still kept my old bank account as backup because I just like having several bank accounts so I have options in case something's not working with either bank. How about you? Are you planning to open an account with EQ Bank and keeping your old account, or are you planning to switch completely? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Now, in case you have any questions while using the app, you can contact EQ Bank's customer service 7 days a week until midnight. They have a quite comprehensive FAQ section, but if you're stuck, you can either live chat them or call them. Although it can take time to chat with an agent, we've all been there. I still prefer doing that to having to walk into a physical branch, which takes much longer. So my personal opinion, I think EQ Bank is a great bank for those of you who want a completely digital experience while earning the highest interest possible in the market without having to lock away your money. I think it's great for depositing your payroll, managing money for your daily expenses, and keeping a small amount of emergency cash, let's say anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000, plus perhaps keeping some GICs within your registered accounts like the TFSA or RSP or FHSA so that you can earn even a bit more interest while getting the tax benefits. Understanding these basic registered accounts, again, is really important, guys, because investing into the right accounts will save you tens of thousands, I'm not kidding, in the long run. So join me in this video next to find out how to decide whether to invest in a TFSA, RSP, or FHSA. Cheers, guys.